All right, we are at Madison First Baptist Church, and they've got, some leaks going on inside. Um, the the biggest problem is going to be down here where you got your vent and below the vent. Now you've got a built-in copper gutter, which was installed terribly. It's horrible. The gutter is going to be a huge problem in the future. Most of your problem with leaking inside now is most likely going to be horizontal water traverse due to the vent at the bottom. It wasn't dealt with correctly. You have to take special precautions when you install this type of gutter if you don't want horizontal water traverse. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to start looking at this copper work. So if we look at this insert, there's no insert there. The copper needs an insert. This is actually a system where you probably want to fold this stuff, kind of like a lock seam. So what they did was they just put copper over other copper. They didn't rivet it properly and they didn't solder it properly. You can see right here where the expansion and contraction has actually broke the solder loose, and it looks like they just, they didn't solder it with a torch. If we look at the angle on this stuff, it looks really wavy because it was done in such a terrible way. We're gonna go right here, and this is gonna be your first indicator of horizontal water traverse. Now this concave right here, if you can see it in the video, what that's going to do is that's going to allow water to start moving sideways. Now if we look in here, we see a huge water stain, then we see a rusty nail. They're not complaining about this side of the roof yet, but you definitely have leaks going on there. So if we just keep looking right here, I don't know if the video really can give you an idea about how bad this actually looks. Not only does it look bad, it is bad. We got a hole, just knocked in for the insert. We also have a hole drilled beside it. We're going to look at this seam here, done real bad. We're just going to go on to another seam, and you see this should have been lock seam, in my opinion. I've actually did this before. They looks like they cut the hole too big, or they just hacked the hole too big, and then they tried to solder a piece of copper there, but that's terrible. This one's holding water. That's probably the nicest one that you have, but if you look at the details over here on the side, it's just, let's go over here. So you got water standing on that side. Look here, just look at that detail. And then they've got just a hole hacked right there. If you look right here, you can see the copper actually coming loose because it wasn't done in a good way. We're gonna go on around here, and you remember what I showed you earlier as far as a horizontal water traverse and the concave. You're going to have that all along through here. Just got a hole. You got some bad soldering here. Just got a hole hacked in there. you got this separating from expansion and contraction. It's not attached. You got a huge concave right there. Issue there. You're also going to have the expansion and contraction and the breakage right here. If you look here, see you're going to have that concave all throughout here, probably where they built it up a little bit too high. Look right here, see the expansion and contraction. It's not seen together. Here's a spot where it didn't get high enough. And then this detail right here, everything running off of this big valley is going to go under here. Wherever that can make it, it's going to make it. But yeah.